Hey, what's up? I don't know if you're here yet, but it is 8:02, which is time to start. So, um, don't see anyone in the chat box, but I think I see somebody has joined. So, uh, okay, I see two people have joined. So, that is everybody, pretty sure. So, yeah, just a couple folks in here tonight. Thank you so much for supporting. I'll be playing whatever you want. So if you want to put anything in the chat box, I'll be happy to play any Bug Hunter song. So, all right, we got somebody here. I know that I had one request for disco, so I'll play that. I probably won't start with that, but if you got a request, throw it out to me. I'm ready to play it. Probably, unless it's an obscure song. Lower that down a little bit. That's better. Cool, I haven't heard anything yet. Okay. Let's not start with Take It Back, just so that we don't start on the most down note possible. But I'll be happy to play Take It Back. Do we got a kind of more upbeat one to start with? Let's see, make sure I got my capo here. So I'll play disco, I'll play Take It Back. If we got something more, I don't know, lighthearted for the intro. Or even if you guys prefer Rough Draft versus Torn Between a Couple, that will help me also kind of figure out what you want me to play. So, okay, McCracken, easy. So we got 3 out of 5. We can do disco, McCracken, Take It Back. I can start with disco. So this song is called Disco in the Panic Room. Sing along if you know it. I got skills, they don't know where to use me. I'm like the best dressed dude at the nude beach. Nice to meet you. I am more the quiet type, I tend to be a shyer guy. As safe as me and elbow pads in cul-de-sacs with traffic lights. I spend most of my time alone, it's not all that bad, you know. I lost some weight from anxious space and talking on the telephone. If I look cool, I'm fooling you. Any point you can assume, my mind's computing every path that screws up what I want to do. Lock the door, seal it too, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous. As if I chugged a cup of stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol won't solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime, I'm honestly exhausted. And I just want to be more than nostalgia. Receive like a hot dog down at the dog park. Be your best friend. The things that I can't shoulder well, I'll pass on to my older self and hope I learn to cope so I don't end up broke or overwhelmed. Vocally, I'm not the best, I'm openly admitting that. If you cared, I doubt you would have made it past McCracken. Yeah, if I look brave, I'm secretly pretending I'm a different me. The one on stage who plays and sings and claps and shouts and basically behind the door, just out of view, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous. As if I chugged a cup of stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol won't solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime, I'm honestly exhausted. Wouldn't it be the best if all the answers to our questions came as sheepish realizations, obvious and retrospective? The answer for anxiety that's crept into my head is as simple as your printer, you forgot to plug it in. Instead of playing Twister with my lyrics, cause I can't, I'm filling every syllable with lots of bullshit. I instead do the simple sing-along you're hoping will come next. Or do I load this mother up and dude, I do what I do best? So here's my promise, don't aim for flawless, cause some of your best art is made with chalk on your sidewalk. It's gone when you wash it off. off. It's not made for fame or profits. It's looking back, leaving all you got to top it. But if you want it, hey, hey, hey. Cool. So welcome to both of you. We only got 2 people here tonight. I've been experimenting with different times of when people might like these, and 8 o'clock on a Monday is not the most popular time, but that's cool. I'm happy to hang out here with you guys, and hopefully get to know me better, get to know you better. Cool. So, okay. So it sounds like we got Disco McCracken, Take It Back, Making Up Words, and Be Glad I Love You. That feels like a pretty solid 5 to do. So Daniel, you said Making Up Words just because I haven't heard it yet and I'm emotionally engaged. So you don't know Making Up Words, but you're asking for it. Okay, let me do this. So I'll play, because Making Up Words is also a very fast song, just to kind of change things up a bit between that one and Making Up Words. I'll do I'll Be Glad I Love You, and space it out a little bit. So this song's called Be Glad I Love You, and both of you, feel free to, any questions that you have, ask. Yeah, I think the stream is a little lagged, but you know, hopefully I can read kind of what you're saying, and also you are on your TV, my TV or your TV. I think I'm on your TV. I was like, I'm on my TV. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Cool. Hopefully several people are watching. So I'll play Be Glad I Love You. And then if you guys have any questions for me about anything you want to know, you know, I'm here to chat. I'm here to hang out. So this song I wrote for my wife, and it's called Be Glad I Love You. Well, I have a theory, dear, so let me put it past. I have to check it's valid, though I know you didn't ask. You don't like to kiss me, no, you don't like to kiss, 'cause my beard is way too itchy and it scratches up your lips. But I can't shave it off, I'm too self-conscious of the fact I have a scar above my lip that my beard and mustache mask. And I have a scar above my lip 'cause I once smashed up on a curb, flew over both my handlebars and straight into the dirt. And I didn't have a helmet on 'cause that was way back when I was too damn cool for safety rules or simple common sense. So if I now remember right by the transitive rule, darling, you don't like to kiss me 'cause I'm too damn cool. With tired eyes, she stared at me. It's 3 a.m., she said. Bug, be glad I love you. You're a goober, go to bed. You love my quirks, the dopey way I flirt. You're even kind and warm when I am getting on your nerves. You love my quirks. I'm certain you deserve a handsome hunk. Now you're stuck with this annoying nerd. You put up with more than most with mine. The time it takes to rise and shine. I'm hitting snooze at 6:05, 6:15, and 6 more times. You don't mind the way I weigh my food. My morning routine, which includes scrambling to find my keys, 'cause I can't leave them out in view. Even though you bought that bowl, put it right beside the door, and all I have to do is set them there as soon as I get home. Instead, I'm flipping up the couch, and boy, there they are, I found them. Have a great day, and oh, have you seen my wallet? You love my quirks, the dopey way I flirt. You're even kind and warm when I am getting on your nerves. You love my quirks. I'm certain you deserve a macho man, but all I am's a silly introvert. I keep you up past midnight, crazy thoughts inside my head. But be glad I love you, you're a goober, go to bed. She will do my t-shirt when I take off my sweatshirt to make sure it stays down. Now that's what I call teamwork. I keep us on time. She makes all our friends and makes sure that my fly is zipped up on my pants. If Snapchat is to flirt and Tinder to find love, we're back here snapping Polaroids just to shake things up. You love my quirks, the dopey way I flirt. You're even kind and warm when I am getting on your nerves. You love my quirks, I'm certain you deserve a sexy stud instead of what you've chosen. Cause I'm sure that all the girls who hear the song and smirk and feel pity cause I sound like I'm more trouble than I'm worth are probably right. Cool. That song's for my wife. Okay, so let me put this down for a second. I see a couple questions. So, Daniel, I messaged you last week about wanting to do a cover. What's the charge for you to play a guitar backing track for your top 2 bangers I can pay in cash or love or both? That's funny. I don't know. I've never done anything like that before. I would love to hear a cover, but I don't have the instrumentals of a lot of the tracks, mostly because we had a studio do the rough draft, and we have the masters and the mixes, but I don't actually have the instrumentals. But we can we can talk about that after this if you want. You send me a message. So Kashi, does she actually call you a goober? Yeah, I mean that's a general nickname. She calls me a lot of names. Goober is definitely among them. What did you think of the final product of the animation that Stu made of McCracken? It was brilliant. It was amazing. It was so funny because I remember the initial comment on YouTube said, hey, I want to make an animation of this. And I've had many people kind of say similar things like, oh, I want to do a cover of this. I want to do an animation of this. And I said, you got it. Go for it. Have fun. Show me when it's done. And, forgot about it for whatever months, 6 months, 7 months. And then it just tweets at me and he says, hey, it's done. Here it is. And I watched and I was like, holy, this is like a professional, studio quality animation. And he worked on it as a senior project, which, was just amazing that he had the time and ability to do it and picked my song. And, it was amazing. It was really amazing. And I'm glad that people liked it as much as I did. I knew people were, as soon as I watched it, I was like, people are going to love this. And I didn't realize how much, but, pretty wild that so many people then saw it. And, so yeah, loved it. Really good question. Cool. More music? I think more music. Okay, so Daniel's never heard Making Up Words, but he's emotionally engaged and he's ready to hear a new song. So this is Making Up Words. Let me know what you think of it. We'll slow down, we can talk it out. We'll backtrack, relax, and we'll track it down. How I carve out a space for this to hold a job and have a hobby as expensive as it is. My neighbors all complain about the noise I make. I pop down, I haven't made a peep though, but I've found my voice in this random noise. Sit back now and welcome to the Peep Show. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some, yeah, I've been making up words, cause there aren't any more. One twist from the sounds of it, I've missed half the point, but I got the gist. Now I know what my next step is. Find the perfect words if they exist. Is it words for love? Is it words for pain? And do I stop when they sound the same? Or is it better that I pander to the people who will listen to a pivot going 80 just to prove I can be different? Oh, I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some, yeah, I've been making up words, cause there aren't any more. Refresh, give me time rest to recharge my search for a sound that's fresh. I don't mean to be so down or pessimistic, like an ivy on my skin. I can't resist the urge to itch it with a simple little hobby. All I do is stitch together clever words and sounds, record, promote, design, and find and pitch it. I'm like, share, please like and subscribe, but all I want to do is leave this unrelated stuff behind. But at the same time, I want to reach 1 million people. I'm feeling like 1,000's out of reach if I don't keep up with the trending times. A brand new state, a new bandwagon with some new pain. Where's my new way? Maybe I'm not trending up on Twitter. The only ones I'll reach will be my mom and baby sister. Maybe I'm not bound for money or fame, but my music would inside a status or a hashtag. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, cause there aren't any more. And I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. I'll plagiarize the chorus and the beating in my chest. I'll take my inspiration from the cadence of my breath. I'm searching for rhythm and the cracking on my knuckles. They asked me for a title, said I'm torn between a couple. I'm taking aim and aiming up, it's second nature off the cuff. I'm vaguely masquerading and I'm faking that I'm raving up. I'm shaking up the achy stuff, I'm waking all the neighbors up. They're raining up to wait, so I'm saving up and making up words. So there you go. There's making up words. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So, hope you guys are having a good night. Thank you. Yeah, that's one of my favorites to play, and it's funny because I didn't play it for a really long time, just kind of out and about, because I didn't think people really liked it very much. And you know, this goes back to before people were listening to Bug Hunter. This is like open mic Bug Hunter, where oh, it's funny, you're in Australia, so it's midday. That's awesome. So Torn Between a Couple was an album that was before McCracken, so nobody ever heard of me, and I was playing in the Seattle open mic scene, and that was like, you know, playing Key to Being Lonely and Who I'm Singing To, and kind of the Torn Between a Couple songs. And people, you know, it's a lot of words, and a lot of open mics are very, I don't know, noisy. They're at bars or cafes, or it's people ordering food or different things like that. And so my kind of wordy, you know, mile a minute kind of songwriting doesn't always work very well in those kinds of settings. And so Making Up Words was one that was so fast that I never really got a lot of traction with it. And so it's definitely been one that, as people have found Bug Hunter through McCracken or Take It Back or Be Glad I Love You, and then they go back and listen to it in, you know, isolated kind of setting, they're able to kind of appreciate it, I guess, at the speed. And so it's kind of come back to where I never played it back when we released Torn Between a Couple. But now it's, you know, I remember I was in Portland. It was one of the last shows I played before quarantine, and I asked the kind of the crowd who knew my music, I said, do you want to hear Making Up Words or the Key to Being Lonely, thinking that they would say Key to Being Lonely, and it was like overwhelming. I wanted to hear Making Up Words. So anyways, I'm gonna play Take It Back. I don't play this one a lot, but since you requested it, you know, you gotta get into the right headspace for Take It Back. So this is the only song off the new album that I'm willing to play, given that it's already out as a single. So this song is called Take It Back. I sent my resume to God in MLA in 12-point font. My awards are all in order and my references are pretty strong. My bullet points concise and now my grammar's fixed and typos found. I'm hoping if she sees it, I have made my English teacher proud. And I've done my share of charities, but left out the profanities. I know that he's a busy guy and maybe won't remember these. The omnipotent editor knows all the tricks by now, I'm sure, but first impression sticks, so I am leading with my best foot first. So now I wait for a response, a call from my potential boss. Did I apply 'cause I am lost? Is it too late to call it off? I didn't know I had an answer for this question till I asked. But now that I am set in motion, all I want's a second chance. Take it back. I'm flinching as I check the mail and flip through bills and grocery sales. I throw out all the clutter, understand that it can't help me now. There it is, I finally heard, 'cause in my hands the holy word, the envelope is golden, it's addressed to whom it may concern. And I'm too scared to look inside with shaking hands and fading eyes. But nothing now can change it all, the contents of this envelope. It's best I get this over with, 'cause ignorance won't save my soul. So I read the words one at a time, but can't get past the leading line. My eyes refocus, open wide. Your application's been denied. I didn't know I had an answer for this question till I asked. But now that I may never have it, all I want's a second chance. Take it back. Your application's been denied. We can't accept you at this time. We'll keep your paperwork on file. We'll reach back out when it's your time. We know the life can seem so cruel. That's why today is just too soon. You still have so much left to do. The world's not ready to lose you. So many lives are still impact. Some still have yet to cross your path. We know that it's a lot to ask. Please learn your worth and take it back. Take it back. I take it back. So that song is called Take It Back. I'm always happy when people hear that song. They need to hear that song. Yeah, you're welcome. Of course, I'm happy to do it. I'm always happy to play my songs for anybody, and especially that one. I always feel it's one of the most important songs I've ever written. I think just from the responses I've gotten to it, it's yeah. given me a lot to think about and made me really grateful for the position and voice that I have, that I'm able to reach the people. I've had some messages about that song that have been really moving. So that's the one. If there's ever one song that I can get out there for people, I feel like it's that one, because I feel like it actually, some songs entertain people, and I feel like that one helps people in some way. So even if that's just, telling them something that they needed to hear. So thank you both of you for hanging out. I'll finish with this one, and then any questions, any further questions that you guys have for me, anything you want to know, I'm happy to hang out and answer those. And then after this, I'm getting back to work on the album, because I got a lot of work to do on it. I was in here all evening working on it, and it's fun to take a break, hang out with you guys, and then get right back to it. And I'll probably work until like midnight tonight, just because I'm in the zone on it right now. So cool. This song is a true story, which I'm sure that if you're here, you probably know that by now. But the song's a true story, and no, I don't know if they've heard it. I didn't expect anyone to hear it, really. So we'll see. We'll see if they ever hear it, or if they even recognize themselves. Because I found that the song is more universal than I expected. So the song's called "Dear McCracken." Sing along if you know it. I just stepped on a plane, my bag's on the shelf. I find my seat in the middle and plan to keep to myself. The pilot comes on, says there's been a delay, and I sigh, buckle up, and prepare for the wait. There's a middle-aged woman on my right by the window. No ring on her finger, maybe divorced or a widow. She's drafting an email, and from where I am seated, I can side-eye that shit, so of course I'm gonna read it. It said, "Dear McCracken, this is already great. Dude's got a pen pal and a killer last name." She opens with an inside joke, and she's hoping to set a casual tone, her words carefully chosen. She was sure that her week spent in Houston would drag, but then a face from her past quickly changed all of that. The trip was for business, she's used to the travel. This time she's not ready to head back to Seattle. And dear McCracken, I'd rather be off this plane. I can't admit the half of it that I want to say. Do I pretend? Do I push you away? I'm jet lagging, McCracken, and I'll give you your space. And I can tell by the abuse of the backspace key, there's a heart balanced on how her words are perceived. She's retyped that fourth paragraph 4 times, swinging the tone back and forth until she's so satisfied that he knows that even though their paths have diverged, there's an air of regret, but not enough to reverse. And I am stunned. There I sit, completely convinced that once you grow old, you stop dealing with this. The uncertain, the hurt, and the feeling like dirt when things don't work out. By the fall of the curtain, she hits send, powers off, and we're ready to go. And I am sad for the passion that McCracken, he might never know. Dear McCracken, I'd rather be off this plane. I can't admit the half of it that I want to say. Do I pretend? Do I push you away? I'm jet lagging, McCracken, and I'll give you your. Dear McCracken, I'm keeping this on my chest. I said a lot of things, none of them what I meant. Do I pretend? Do I try to forget? I'm jet lagging, McCracken, and I wish you the best. And I thought by that age, our Our broken hearts had seen their worst, and I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young. We're never too old to hurt, and I thought by that age our broken hearts had seen their worst, and I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young. We're never too old to hurt. I just stepped off a plane, I've got one regret. I know I'll never get closure or ever see how it ends. No, I won't know his answer, what happens between them, why she kept her cards so close, even she couldn't see them. What gave her such pause when she so clearly wanted to tell you all the emotions she tried so hard to bottle. And I'll never know why she kept the honest truth from you, but oh dear McCracken, and the rough draft. Oh, in the rough draft. In the rough draft, she loved you. Awesome. So that was a song called Dear McCracken. I'm glad you both liked it. I'll set this down. Cool. So Kashi has a question. When did you get your first guitar? My first guitar I bought in the summer of 2013. So I guess almost 7 years ago. And I had been playing the baritone ukulele for about a year. This was at the start, but right before the senior year of college. And so I've been playing ukulele. I wrote a couple songs. They kind of turned into my first album, kind of before Bug Hunter. And I decided that, okay, I have the summer where I was working a part-time job. I was still living in my college town, and all my friends had gone home for the summer. And so I was living by myself, didn't have a car, only had to work about 25 hours a week. And so I was like, well, now's as good a time as any to learn how to play guitar. So I bought a guitar for $50 off of Craigslist. And I met the guy across the street and then the hospital parking lot, and brought the guitar in, and it was like a crappy old Yamaha, probably. I don't even remember the brand. I gave it to a friend several years ago, but taught myself how to play guitar, and it was about 2 years later, released an album. It was ambitious. I've always considered myself more of a songwriter than a musician anyway, so I didn't feel like I needed to be like amazing guitar talent to start getting my ideas out into the world. And it was funny. I posted something on Imgur yesterday, and somebody commented and said, you know, if you want to learn how to play Bug Hunter songs, just open up, you know, Beginner's Guide to Guitar booklet, and there you go. And yeah, whatever, it's true. Like I'm not great at guitar. I used the chords that already exist. They do what I need them to do, and I really like writing songs and telling stories. So they are really good beginner songs. If you play guitar, they're normally pretty easy to pick up. So cool. So thank you both for hanging out. This was super fun. I really enjoy kind of these smaller groups, being able to just interact without a bunch of comment scroll kind of going past, and I can't read what people are saying, and I have to like scroll up and answer questions. So I'm glad that I have these set up, and I'm really thankful for you both for supporting me and trying to you know, be here for me in these weird times where I can't tour. And so this is just another way I'm trying to play for people. It's really the only way to do it right now. And so I'm trying to make the best of a situation. So I hope both of you and your families and friends are all safe and staying indoors. And feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, wherever you're at, wherever you found me. I'm happy to chat, and hopefully I'll see both of you on a live stream soon. So thanks so much for hanging out. Both of you have a either good night or good day, depending on if you're across the world. So bye, everybody.